Okay, so do you need a few more minutes filling out that ACORN I gave you when we sat down?
No, I think I'm pretty much done. Here you go.
I really appreciate you filling this out. It helps a lot. Okay. So it looks like you've made some notes here that we've been having some questions about Trevor's behavior recently. It looks like he's been getting into fights, disobeying, and generally having some trouble. What's been going on recently?
Well, he's been doing a whole lot better at home, but he's still having trouble at school. He gets bullied every day, and the teachers send him out of the classroom, and then they have him call me to come pick him up from school and take him home.
Okay, so it sounds like the treatment interventions we're using at home are working, but maybe they're not being implemented at school on a consistent basis. Let's look at the laptop here and pull up this graph to get a better idea of where Trevor's at right now with his behavior.
Okay.
Okay. So this graph is of your answers since we've been working together. Higher scores are showing higher levels of distress, like marking often or always on specific questions. The black dotted line there is the average of the scores on every item on the ACORN. And this purple line represents the scores on ACORNs completed by parents of children like Trevor, kids with the same diagnosis, gender, age, and score on the first ACORN. And then this green dotted line is the average score of kids without a diagnosis, or those who can handle daily stressors without as much support. Then we can add other lines, like a line about symptoms that include behavior questions that can give us more information. Does that make sense?
So this black line that's going down here, that means what?
It means that things appear to be going better. See, here the line drops down, and then it pops back up for a bit. Meaning things got a little worse. So, can you tell me what was going on right about here?
Well, that was when spring break was happening, and Trevor was home for a week, and things always go better when he's home, but then he had to go back to school.
Okay, that makes sense. And isn't that interesting how the line can reflect what you tell me is going on? We could tell something was up here, and then it gave us a starting place to investigate and go more in depth into what has worked and what isn't working for Trevor. So it really sounds like we should look more into what's going on at school. Let's pull this social domain and see if the bullying you were telling me about is somehow related to this.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like Trevor's social relationships also appear to be going down as well. Can you tell me what's going on there?
Well, this is really surprising because Trevor comes home every day and says that he's being bullied.
Okay. Well, this line includes the questions about being bullied and Trevor thinking he doesn't have any friends. Does he have any friends at school?
Well, actually, he did make a new friend, and they've been playing really well together at school, and sometimes he even comes home with Trevor after school and plays here.
Okay, perfect. And, I mean, that's great social growth for Trevor to play appropriately with a friend at the house here. That's probably why the line is going down, indicating this area is going well. He's showing an ability to make and keep friends here. So let's try and see if there might be a way to transfer these positive social interactions into what's going on at school with the bullying. Maybe he could have his friend eat lunch with him, or maybe Trevor could go talk to this friend at school when he gets too stressed. Could he maybe sit next to this friend in class?
Well, those are great ideas. I'll talk to the school counselor about it. I mean, they really need to understand that Trevor's starting to make friends and that he's doing better with that. And maybe if they can focus on that, it'll help him not be bullied.
Perfect. So this graph is a great way to show the school that he is making progress in this area, especially if it's not something they generally see in their school setting. So what we need to do is figure out how to take what's working in the home and then transfer those skills to the school setting. You may even want to take a copy of this graph with you to show the school counselor some of the ways in which he's been improving and what that looks like.
That's a great idea.
Great. And I'll print a graph for you and bring it next week when we meet again.
Okay.
It would be great for the school to know, where he started and how much improvement he's made. If they know his strengths, they can create an IEP for him that draws on his strengths to address his areas of concern.
Okay.